What's up, motherfucker?
Welcome to the Powerful Comicsman podcast. This is Gerald Dorado and I am finally back, mother. Uh I've been gone for quite a meaningful period of time. I think the last episode that I did was uploaded. Even the last live stream, the drawing companion episodes that I did was the last one is in May, but I think the the main I can't even I can't even recall. Hindi ko maalala kung ano yung tawag ko sa mga pinaggagawa ko. Yung isang, I think the last what's the right word? The last official episode. Yun na lang, official. Let's settle for official. Last official episode ng TPKP was in, I think, March pa or almost around April. And even though matagal akong hindi nag-podcast, don't ever think that I quit, because I don't think I'm ever gonna quit. And even though I got thrown off, kumbaga nasira yung diskarte ko kasi dun pa lang sa nung around April pa lang, I thought the lockdowns were gonna be lifted nung after ng second after ng first kasi yung first batch ng lockdown that's the longest when it was lifted. So biglang nagka-lockdown ulit around the end of March, and around that time medyo may mga nakausap na akong mga magiging guest supposedly, and I was about to resume the live face-to-face podcasts kasi when I started this show originally, and it has always been the concept ng TPKP had always been live face-to-face conversations. And even though in 2020 the pandemic year was what we had great episodes, some of the best episodes ng podcast na to were recorded during that time, and over online meetings, ganyan, sa Zoom, sa Discord, at kung ano-ano pa. But since I already experienced yung live recording, yung magkaharap talaga kayo, and I call it the after podcast high. And you also feel that when you do the podcast, pag nag-usap kayo over the internet, pero pag live na magkausap talaga kayo, it's triple the thrill, triple the, I don't know, basta yung high is something else. I would compare it to, kumbaga para kang, I don't even know, doon sa mga nakakaranas mag-perform on stage, whether you're in a band or in a theater or whatever you do. Nag-perform ka, tapos ang ganda ng set mo, tapos yung crowd pinalakpakan ka ng todo, and everybody's dancing with you, and ang ganda ng reception, and that thrill, that rush, dun ko compare yung yung feeling after every episode na magka usap kami nung mga guest ko, which took their time to come to me here in our home studio, and it's just not the same. simply put. And I could also I could just continue with online meetings, with online interviews, pero I don't want it's been it's been too common already at this time na parang masyado ng lahat na ng lahat na ng pwede mong interviewin halos had already done an online interview. Those who kumbaga, and they have their own shows, so it's nothing special anymore. And I would even though all of my all of my guests had been awesome, I also had uh times na I had a guest, and sometimes I feel na they could have been the episode could have been better if kaharap ko siya nakausap na parang may mga ibang guests na parang sometimes they could not help but fidget around, or parang wala na lang dating kasi it's they've done it before. Other people have interviewed them already. It's nothing special. And also, it's not, I don't know kasi iba yung, I would imagine na pag ikaw mag-guest ka, tapos you took time and effort para makipagkita at makipag-usap sa isang tao who thought you are interesting enough to be interviewed. I think there would you would give a little bit more importance to that, and that commitment would definitely bring something in, 'di ba? Dun sa magiging performance mo. Kumbaga, hindi ka na masyadong kasi at any moment pag online kayo, you could just lose interest, 'di ba? It's also harder to win over a guest pag magka magka harap lang kayo sa webcam. And I don't know, it's just really different. And I think having the guest live in the studio, face to face, looking them in the eye, feeling their presence and them feeling yours, it's just a lot more genuine. Alam mo yun? I'm not saying yung mga guests had not been genuine enough, 'di ba? 100%. Definitely merong mga talagang it's their thing. Na alam mo yun, natural speakers. And they just it just comes natural for them. And merong iba kasing mga tao na even though they're willing, even though they're okay, I'm just saying this because just to clear that I'm not putting blame on the guests, okay? Diba meron kasi mga tao na they're willing to share the stories, the knowledge, they're willing to participate, pero hindi sila talaga natural born talkers. Diba? It's having the idea is vastly different than having the ability to communicate them, to articulate them in just articulating na precise yung tama yung pagka-describe mo sa gusto mong sabihin. Ang hirap na nun. It takes practice. And ako, I'm not even, some people say, I've heard people say na I'm quite good at it, pero to me, parang hirap na hirap pa rin ako. Pag pinapakinggan ko yung sarili ko, parang after the recording, it's still, I know I could have done better. Namatay. Ayun. And some guests na makukuha mo are like that, and having them in person, it's easier to guide them, 'di ba? You can, kasi aside from the from the verbal na communication namin, I can also make gestures na, alam mo yan, kasi kung kaharap mo yung kausap mo, kasi sometimes when you're like what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you pero sa iba ako nakatingin. Kasi alam kong hindi ka nakatingin sa akin. Wala ka diyan, 'di ba? And it's awkward to look at the camera, 'di ba? For some people can do it, pero me naturally, 'di ba? Hindi ako ganito ba. Nakipag-usap ako sa webcam, 'di ba? Pero kung halimbawa, tunay na tao 'yan, I would need to hindi naman every, kumbaga talagang kumbaga nakalock ka talaga all throughout. Hindi yun ganun. Pero once in a while, you would need to glance into the eyes of the person you are talking to. Diba? And when those moments happen, ano siya, you can send in cues, just just medyo mag raise an eyebrow, or I don't know, basta alam mo na yun, non-verbal communication. You can communicate. No, it's okay, don't be shy, 'di ba? Parang, come on, 'di ba? You can smile, and they would see you, smile, 'di ba? And kahit ako yung nag-i-interview minsan, when I'm talking to a guest online, or when I'm being interviewed din, kasi I've guested for quite a few, for some podcasts din, and makikita nyo, I do not look at I just listen to the voice, 'di ba? So that's yung personal interaction and yung intimacy is greatly reduced when you are doing the interview over the internet, and you're just minsan titingnan mo lang ano bang ginagawa nito, and yun, that's it's, well, in short, yung the podcast TPKP longs to capture that intimacy. Okay, that is a huge part of the concept. Okay, it's not just the conversation, it's getting to know the people behind the ideas. Kasi it comes with the idea sometimes can be affected by the person that's saying it, whether it's for the good or the better. That would depend. Pero let's say let's say Muhammad Ali, 'di ba? Muhammad Ali, when he speaks during his heyday, 'di ba? One of the greatest things that people consider, when you talk about Muhammad Ali being the greatest, 'di ba? Yun nga yung ano niya, yun nga yung moniker niya, the greatest. And it was given to him, 'di ba? Kasi back at the height of his career, I think 70s, 70s na yun kasi Vietnam War yun. And at the height of his career, Muhammad Ali was drafted to fight for the US military and fight the Viet Cong in Vietnam. He was drafted kasi yun, mandatory yun eh. Dadraft ka. Lahat ng mga lalaki aged and able-bodied. Hindi ko alam yung mga details, pero long story short, he was drafted and he did not go. And it is a crime sa kanila. Hindi pwede 'yun. When you're kumbaga you are mandated by law to obey. You need to go. Pero si Muhammad Ali, nanindigan siya, and his reason was wala namang ginagawa sa aking masama yung yung mga Vietcong, 'di ba? Why? Bakit ko siya bakit ko kumbaga hindi ko sila gustong patayin. Ganun. And well, may mga may during that time it's also mainit pa nun yung yung the civil rights movement. That's another rabbit hole, 'di ba? Basically it talks about racism and alleviating the racist laws in the US back then. And during that time, sabi niya minsan nga mas maano pa mas malala pa yung yung trato ng mga tao dun sa Amerika mismo towards him compared to the yellow man, which he referred to the Vietnamese enemies ng US, 'di ba, na it is a war that he has no bearing, na wala siyang pake, so to speak. I think that's fair to say. And the message, paano ako napunta kay Muhammad Ali? Okay. So, naalala ko na. So, the message of yung message niya na standing up for what you believe in, 'di ba, was backed up by a person. And I wish I could invite Muhammad Ali on the podcast. Well, it would be a long shot kasi sobrang sikat niya, and even a longer shot dahil patay na siya, 'di ba? Pero you can just imagine what kind of conversation that would be, 'di ba? Or when you're talking to, let's say Neil deGrasse Tyson or Jordan Peterson, or name any of the greats, 'di ba? If somebody who would spew the same message of standing up for what you believe in, and then it's just alam mo yun, kakilala mo lang na alam mong plastic, 'di ba? It's not gonna be as powerful kasi alam mong plastic yung tao, 'di ba? Or some personality na alam mo yun, hindi naman siya talaga parang ganun lang yung magiging reaction mo. I don't know if I made any sense, but I forget all the time. Please. Ayan, meron pa akong pa-effect na ganyan ngayon. So please like, subscribe to this podcast, to this on YouTube, Facebook. We also have a Discord channel, server rather. I also do drawing companions, although I haven't streamed for a while. So, let me just tell you about the changes that I'm gonna do for now. I probably would do this. I don't know. Definitely the podcast is supposed to be an interview session. Okay? That is the main podcast. That is the main course, kumbaga, nung show. Pero for now, I'm gonna do commentaries na solo lang. And it's gonna be in a different format, diba? I think this is I actually have been wanting to do this before, and I already had the Comicsman Daily segments wherein I talk about specific topics that are not brought up in the podcast with my guests, kasi sometimes hindi lang naabot dun. Hindi, alam mo yun, may mga gusto kong pag-usapan sana, pero hindi, feeling ko alanganin na tanungin dun sa particular guest na yun. So those were the episodes that I try to discuss issues, or I don't know, topics na na that really interest me. Okay, so I'm gonna be doing more of that, and I'm not gonna be putting them on a separate segment. It's gonna be on the main podcast now. Okay, from now on. I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about how to uh, how to execute this idea, because that's just the way I am. Maarte talaga ako pagdating sa mga ganitong bagay. Gusto ko organized in a bit. Kumbaga organized, merong pattern. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-organized, kasi when I actually do the show, ganito lang, I shoot from the hips. 'Di ba? Parang wala akong script, kumbaga bara-bara. I try to be articulate as I can. Pero I just for the most part do this impromptu. Okay? So wala akong script, wala akong, sometimes I write some notes, some keywords. Pero right now I did not do that, kasi actually to be honest, this is just to dust off the rust that built up for not podcasting in a few months, and hopefully maayos ko yung mga next episodes, the proper episodes. I have lots of topics that are that I really want to talk about, basically. I'm gonna be talking about wokeism. Yan ang mga gusto kong trip na pag-usapan eh. Yun nga lang, alam mo yun, yung mga talagang makaka-cancel ka. I'm gonna talk more about those things in the coming episodes, and some Philippine election shit are on the table as well. I would also like to talk about random things that I find interesting. I don't know how those videos are gonna do, pero hopefully I don't really care. I just want to talk about things that interest me. I I seldom, I hardly nga almost hindi ako nagche-chase ng mga views which is, I think, parang kailangan kong gawin talaga. Pero it's just not me. 'Di ba? Parang hindi ko, kasi I can do that. It's very easy for me to do that. It's very easy for me to wait for the most, mag-aabang ka lang ng episode ng Rafi Tulfo ng RTIA. Gagawin ko lang yung mga ginagawa na Nico, sino pa ba, na Paulul, 'di ba? Abangan mo lang yung mga issue, para pag may pumotok na bagong issue, asahan mo within the next 3 hours gagawa ng mga content yan. Pero sometimes kasi parang wala akong paki talaga sa mga makikita mong issues eh, 'di ba? Like let's say yung sa TikToker, yung kay what's her name? Si Queen Loves. Nakikita ko sa TikTok 'yun eh. Yan, may TikTok nga rin pala yung ako komiksman nakalagay diyan. Yan, @komiksman sa lahat na yan, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, 'di ba? Yung nawalan ng cellphone tapos nasa Tulfo siya. It's for me it's bakit ako gagawa ng ng content about that, which is very, para sa akin walang kakwenta-kwenta, 'di ba? Pero it's views, 'di ba? That 'di ba? Kahit nga sina Attorney Libayan ginagawan 'yun eh. Kasi well, aminado naman sila kasi they want views, kasi the more views you get, the more people you will attract, not necessarily to be famous, but like let's say si Attorney Libayan, maganda yung mga content niya eh. So mas madami, whether it doesn't matter kung paano ka na-discover. Basta na-discover ka nung isang taong yun na ngayon, kahit dahil sa walang kwentang bagay ka niya na-discover eh. 'Di ba? Kasi pinag-usapan mo yung nawalan ng cellphone, 'di ba? Sa totoo lang, wala naman talagang parang, alam mo yun, di na dapat umabot sa ganun yun eh. Pero dahil celebrity siya, may following, milyones, 'di ba? It doesn't matter kung sa walang katuturang bagay mo nakuha yung follower, kasi malay mo from then on makita niyo yung content mo na may silbi, 'di ba? Pero sa akin kasi wala lang sa sistema ko siguro. Kasi I want to talk about things that I like as well. Yun yung isa sa mga mga things about me that na di hirapan akong gawin or ibahin. Kasi it's madami na nga akong gustong gawin eh sa buhay na hindi ko magawa, 'di ba? Tapos gagawa pa ako ng isang bagay na hindi ko talaga gustong gawin, 'di ba? So that is the dilemma. Although I don't know, sometimes kasi meron namang it looks petty at first glance, pero there's something more to it na may nakikita ako. Hindi ko lang maalala yung mga examples na ganun right now. Anyway, we also have a lot of shit. Dami kong ginawang work. Unfortunately, hindi ko pwedeng i-share yung mga personal works ko kasi client work yun eh. And aside from that, they're also really boring kasi I do storyboards for products, commercials, diba? Parang sino mang may gustong makita yon. Pero I made some ano bang tawag dun? I added a few things on my website. So I have the store. Pero I don't know, walang yan eh. Meron akong mga shit dito. Filipino Vampire Store sa Teespring. Pero dahil mahal to, alam ko walang bibili. So, sa mga Pilipino. Kasi, alam mo, syempre, ang isang t-shirt dito in pesos, nasa 1,000 plus eh. Yan, $25. Mga 1,000 to 1,500 yung mga price dito. And it's this is Teespring is partnered yata sa YouTube, at least before. I don't know if they're still partnered with YouTube, pero they are products on demand. So you can buy kung nasa US ka, baka trip mo 'yan, 'di ba? Meron akong mga manananggal. Ito maganda sana eh. 'Di ba? Ah, tawag dito, tumbler na hot and cold. Uso tong mga ganito eh. Ayokong bumili ng ganyan kasi lagi kong nawawala yung mga lalagyan ko ng tubig, lalo na pag nagdadala sa gym. Ah, after around 3 months, mawawala lang, 'di ba? Parang hindi, bibili na lang ako. Ang ginagawa ko sa gym, nagdadala ako ng baso na plastic nakalagay doon, 'di ba? Kasi meron mang fountain eh, 'di ba? Bakit ka pa magdadala ng mamahalin na ganyan? Anyway, pero ganda. Ang ganda lang tingnan. This is the first design and I also have meron akong mga mga logos ng if you want to support the show. Pakita ko lang. Na-flex natin itong mga pinaggagawa ko. At meron din akong mga NFT. Pero yan. Dito. So, ayan, meron akong mga Jamcast logo shirts. Check it out. Drawing Companion. Nakalagay sa, lalagay ko sa yung link sa description. Pero, you can search Drawing Companion on Teespring and also the Filipino Vampires Clothing. Filipino Vampires Clothing, yun ang pangalan ng store ko sa Teespring. So, dalawang stores yan. Drawing Companion, meron akong girl langos. Mamaya papakita ko yan. So, meron akong mga logo merch, 'di ba, ng TPKP. Ano pa ba? Jamcast. And also this one, yung Gorlango artwork na ginawa ko na NFT. So meron akong ginawang mga NFT. Etong mga to, I just wanna share mga pinagagawa ko while I wasn't podcasting. Okay. So this is the Bakunawa. Okay. Everybody who had been following the show knows about this artwork. So this is the really big upload. You can check it out on my website, 'di ba? Kung gusto mong makita yung full splendor ng Bakunawa, nandito 'yon. And I basically priced myself out of the market kasi ang mahal ng benta ko dito. NFT 15 Ethereum, 'di ba? Ewan ko pag may bumili na sobrang saya ko, 'di ba? Kasi milyones yung 15 Ethereum. Ano magkano bang Ethereum ngayon? Cryptocurrency yung Ethereum, if you're not familiar. And NFT is hindi pa kasi ako expert sa NFT kaya ayoko munang discuss about it. Pero NFT, that stands for non-fungible token. And basically, yung mga digital art, digital music, ano pa ba? Mga digital products, ano pa ba yung mga ginagawa? Videos yan. Typically, videos, audio, at saka images. Mga GIFs, mga ganyan. Pwede mo siyang i-convert into an NFT. Pero you would have to pay din a gas fee para ma-mint. They're gonna mint it. So, you can research. There's a lot of YouTube videos that discuss about it na mas knowledgeable than I am right now. And just check it out if you're an artist or you're an art collector. NFT is basically parang magiging one of a kind yung NFT mo, and it can be turned into a digital asset that costs actual money. And it's NFTs, most of the time, Ethereum yung ginagamit niya na cryptocurrency. Pero, I think, hindi ko kasi kabisado yung ibang mga cryptocurrencies sa dami. Dumami na ng dumami. Dati kasi Bitcoin lang yan. Pero Ethereum is one of the more popular ones. And meron pang mga Doge, meron pang mga hindi ko na nga maalala yung iba. Tignan nyo na lang, 'di ba? Hindi talaga kasi ako expert sa crypto. I just have a few. Pero dapat alam mo yun, I really need to up my crypto game soon, okay? Dahil baka magunaw na ang mundo, 'di ba? Anyway, so this is the Bakunawa. I also have another priced out item. Ito yung Agila textile print na ginawa ko, and this actually won me, not me. Okay, this was commissioned to me by John Herrera. He is a fashion designer, Filipino fashion designer na naging guest ko rin sa podcast. Check it out, ang ganda rin ng episode na yun. He is a fashion designer, and basically he commissioned me to design prints for his collection back in 2017. Yan, ito siya, si John. And eto, gumawa siya, ginamit niya yung artwork on the clothes that he designed, and he had a show, and he won Britain's Top Designer in 2017. Tingnan natin to, 'di ba? Forward natin si yan, no. Nga lang di ako di ako nakasama. 'Di ba? Pero it's okay. It's okay. Pero it's still my artwork, 'di ba? And yan. So partnered with Epson, direct printing yung printer na yan. I don't know what's, siguro fabric printer. I don't know what they call it. Pero he created some awesome pieces for this collection, and alam mo yun, when I was doing the drawings, parang inisip ko, ano kayang gagawin niya dito? Paano kaya magiging damit to, 'di ba? I didn't have any idea on how it will turn out. And when I saw this, I also got to witness the live show, ng fashion show, and they're gorgeous. They're really awesome pieces of clothing. May sinabi pa si John sa akin dati, pre-COVID, pero di ko na muna sasabihin. Kasi di ko alam kung matutuloy yon or natuloy na. I do not have any updates. Probably the COVID thing medyo affected it. And anyway, so that is the Aguila textile print, which is also priced out of the market. Merong NFT na rin to. Itong black and white version, hindi pa siya minted, pero i-mint ko rin siya later on. And this is to those who are just listening on Spotify or just the audio, wherever you're listening. You can check out the artwork that I'm talking about on komiksman.com /NFT. Diba? Makikita mo yun. Meron pa ako sa Agila 2. Ba't nawala? Oh shit, sira yung link. Agila 2. Parehas lang kasi pala. I see. So it's my website. Okay, so this is the other print design. Uh, it's I describe the the image as tawag doon, trippy and almost psychedelic, kaleidoscopic. Yan. And this is the black and white version. Yun. Ito yung mga photos with the models. Sana may bumili kasi pag binili nila lahat yan, magiging milyonaryo ako ng ganun-ganun na lamang. But if you are a fashion, I don't know, maybe you are, this is fashion history. Kasi it won a prestigious award for a Filipino in an international competition. So I don't know if there's anything in it, but let's see. I just want to have it displayed here in my website as well. And this is my pride and joy at the moment. This is Gorlango, the Gorlango collection. This is the first one that I minted as NFT. Ang kwento ng character na to is you would ito babasahin ko yung poem na ginawa ko, which is true. I believe so. Ang title ay You Ain't Seen Nothing Like a Gorlango. You ain't seen nothing like a Gorlango. A Gorlango takes what it wants. A Gorlango chooses who sees it. A Gorlango always comes at the right time. It leaves when it's done. Yun yung a short poem. And I guarantee you, wala ka pang nakikitang katulad ng Gorlango. So, tingnan mo. If I'm sure you're gonna be curious, check it out on my website, komiksman.com/Gorlango. That's GURLANGGO. Nandun din siya sa NFT page. Tingnan mo lang. Pero I guarantee you, this is this is almost, hindi ko nga maisip kung ano to eh. Not safe for work ba to or what? Pero it's a fucked up image. That's one of the how it was described by several people when I showed it to them. And it's a series. Meron pang ibang Gorlango na dadating sa buhay natin. And I don't know. Let's see. I don't want to, kasi mali mo wala namang bumili nito, di ba? Yung iba patingin-tingin lang, wala pang ang bumibili actually. Ito mura lang. 0.2 Ethereum. So actually sa Pilipinas hindi mo pwedeng sabihin mura yun eh, kasi this is about $60 US dollars. So 60, so mga ano yan, 3,000. Hindi naman, mga 2.5 siguro, 2,000 something. 2.5 or almost 3. Hindi, $50 na nga yung ano. Mga 3,000 nga. Okay. 3,000. Kala ko mga 2.5 lang. Dapat pala, binabaan ko pa. Para 2.5 lang siya. Anyway, so, that is the Gorlango. I'm just, I'm just trying to dust off the podcasting or lack of podcasting rust. What else did I do? Ano bang nakalagay dito? Yan, COVID. Tinitingnan ko kanina. So, it's been a long year last year, and it's turning out to be another long year this year. And alam mo yan, I've never it's already I think actually it already took its toll on me, and it's still taking its toll on me right now kasi I gained a lot of weight because of this pandemic. Okay, I was starting to go back to the gym last year. Pero dahil dyan, ano mo yun, I already lost some weight before. Yun nga lang, regained it and then some more, unfortunately. But I only have myself to blame. Pero I'm pretty sure things would have been different if the gym was available. Okay? Uh, but I don't want to put blame anyone about that. Pero about the pandemic kasi a lot of issues had come up over this event, global event. Catastrophe nga ito, catastrophe to. And a lot of things had been said. I already have been vaccinated. So nagpabakuna na ako. Sinovac yung dito sa QC. So we got vaccinated, my entire family here. So one of the reasons why I was hopeful na magtuloy-tuloy na sana yung hindi na magbalik sa ECQ, yung strict lockdown, kasi I was also looking to open the live guests podcast this month sana, July. Yun nga lang, ano nga, nag-ECQ na naman eh. Diba? So, nga na naman. So, that's why nagawa ako ng bagong format to cope. Diba? Kasi I already wanted to resume podcasting. I was supposed to start in July, diba? So, sina Chris Bakula dapat magiging guest ko yun eh. And other rappers, diba? I'm gonna start with that. One of the things, isa sa mga strategy right now, since the intellectuals, yung mga katulad ni na Lourdes de Vera, yung mga katulad ni na Prof. Xiao Chua, ano na yan eh, kumbaga sanay na silang mag live stream online. Di ba? Parang, I don't know, parang ang dami na nila, feeling ko lahat ng pwede nilang sabihin at the moment nasabi na nila online. So, I want, kung gusto kong gumawa ng something, since hindi naman ako artista, hindi naman ako celebrity, di ba? What are they gonna get kung makikipag-usap sila sa akin, di ba? And aside from that, ang dami na ring mga celebrities na nag-podcast, di ba? Which is okay lang, di ba? It is what it is. It's cool. Sina Tony Gonzaga, they get the best guest na, ano yan, in showbiz at least, 'di ba? Si Will Dasovich, the same. Kahit si Nas, 'di ba? May mga podcast na rin. And nobody can blame them. It's they're well in their rights to do it. And but then it affects us kasi we would have to be more creative, 'di ba? Which is fine, di ba? Ganun talaga. Parang, some people would say it's unfair that they get to do it just because naging popular yung podcasting. But it is what it is. Ganun talaga. And they worked for their fame, di ba? Sina Tony Gonzaga, hindi naman yun. They had been around for what? For ages. Di ba? Early 2000s pa lang nagsisimula na yan. And what I'm saying is they earned their fame. So it's an advantage for them to just come up with anything, and there is a captured market for everything that they would gonna be, any new things that they're gonna do. And that's fine. It just, for me, it just pushes people like us who are not like them, who do not have the fans that they have, di ba? To be more creative. Kasi you would need to have an edge. Uh, at least that's how I think. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, di ba? I don't know. Kasi hindi naman, up until now, hindi naman, I can't really say that the podcast is doing really well. Di ba? Ang unti pa lang ng followers ko compared to, I, I, I don't even have 10,000 followers. Di ba? So, even in Facebook. I don't know kung kahit nga added eh. Kasi ilan lang ba followers ko sa subscribers ko sa YouTube. I think nasa, di ko maalala. Basta nasa 3,000, 2,000 pa nga lang yata. 3,000 something. Ewan. Baka 4K at most. Wag na, tsaka ako na check. Anyway, siguro nasa 10,000 Facebook and YouTube. It's okay. It's okay. Let's see if we can put in some momentum with this new format. Kasi I'm gonna be the plan is to do shorter episodes in specific topics. Diba? So, I want to talk about 13, diba? Kahit yung iba medyo lipas na issue. But for me, I think it's okay. It actually is better pa nga. Kasi you would have more time to think and process everything that went through on an issue. Diba? Let's say yung kay Nas Daily and Wang Od. So, it had been, around 2 weeks since that became an issue. And yung iba kasi, nung pagkaputok pa lang nun, yung mga content creators sa YouTube, na agad, automatic, may content na agad sila. And hindi pa kumpleto yung mga detalye, developing stories pa lang yan, diba? Pero, nandun yun. So, ang nangyari parang, hindi mo talaga alam kung anong, hindi mo alam kung anong gagawin mong opinion, diba? I think there's an advantage in having hindsight, diba? Ngayon, alam mo na, yun na, may mga ibang mga pangyayari, diba? Pero I think the issue about the main issue on that, alam mo yun, hullabaloo, was, one is the exploitation of Wang Od, kung na how aware was she, 'di ba? Dun sa mga pangyayari that led to Nas Daily featuring her in their courses, and yung Pinoy baiting. Yun yung mga yun yung mga main issues doon. Yung mga other controversies na may mga ba yun? Mga nyug-nyug, di ba? Wala nang pakialam doon kasi hindi naman sila kasama doon. Hindi naman sila kasama kay Wang Od eh. They're just there. They just came out to, alam mo yun, to para idiin si Nas Daily. Ano mo pangalan po ko ng Nas Daily yan? Hindi naman Nas Daily pangalan yan eh. Pero si Nas Daily na lang siya. Mula nun. Pero yun. Ano pa ba? Ano pa bang pagtitripan natin? Yun. Tungkol sa 13, I think I have an interesting take on dubbing and also language. Diba? Abangan nyo yun. I think that is an interesting topic that I want to discuss. And Manny Pacquiao, di ba? I have, I'm planning to do episodes, 2 parts yun. I don't know, baka maging 2 parts at least. Pero, it might go, kumbaga, it might take more than 2 episodes kasi deep dive to eh. Deep dive to kay Manny Pacquiao. First part or one significant part would be about Pacquiao the boxer, and then Pacquiao as a politician and a Filipino, and a commentary on Pinoy society. Yan. So, abangan natin yun. Bakit pa tayo dito sa episode?
What's up,
Op! Teka. Anak ng... Anyway. So, ano ba? I think yun muna. Yun na muna. Yun na lang munang ilang oras. Dapat yata tayo ng almost 1 hour. This is supposed to be a 20-minute recording. But you know what? What can I do? I'm a talker, 'di ba? Yun pala. He-Man, yung mga, and also manga taking over comic sales in the US. Yun yung mga topics na nakapila sa akin eh. And other conspiracy theories, yung mga ganyan. Actually, ang dami. Abangan nyo na lang. Hindi ko na i-spoil yung, pero just to give you an idea on the kinds of topics. I'm gonna talk about Theranos, diba? And some of the astounding things that I learned on different platforms, YouTube, podcasts, even TikTok, diba? I'm gonna talk about TikTok, diba? Gusto kong, dami kong ideas or commentaries about TikTok. And it's not what you think probably, diba? And yun pala tungkol sa mga kanta, diba? And also about art. Basta, those are the things that you can look forward to for this new season, for the revival of the Powerful Comicsman podcast. Again, teka, magkakaroon ng sound okay, hindi ko pa naayos tong ano. Okay, tanggalin natin yung sound. Okay, let's just put in this one. Yan, so please like, subscribe, and hit that motherfucking bell. Share, comment, discuss. That's the best thing. That's one of the best things that I get from podcasting is when people comment and share their own what you call this, insights on the topics na pinag-usapan, and hopefully I pull this off properly. And Philippine elections, di ba? Actually, dami ko pang ideas talaga. Abangan na lang natin. Again, like, subscribe, follow at komiksman everywhere. And I think we're gonna cut this right now. Okay? Powerful Comicsman Podcast.